Hello, greetings and salutations, listeners. So, I was starting a job the other day, and got to thinking. You know, where does the job start, and where does the job end? You know, so, like, what if your job's across the galaxy? Like, that is the job crossing the galaxy, or does the job start with crossing the galaxy? Or does the job start once the galaxy has been crossed? And if so, crossed by you? Now, what does that mean? Crossed as in like a negative context connotation, such as you have crossed me, therefore you cannot be my friend. As if anyone, who has crossed another or perhaps been crossed themselves, which may or may not have contributed to the crossing, be it a railroad crossing or a pedestrian crossing or maybe even a cross examination. For all we know, it's really not our place to say. I think we, as a society and as a species, and really just as in a collective consciousness, just really need to be, to remain aware of these sort of issues, because I just think it's what we're seeing here is it's quite the catastrophe. It's really a situation of just epic proportions. I mean, we're seeing people from all over the galaxy, and not even just this galaxy. I mean, as we all know, our neighbor Andromeda, I think you've met. Um, Andromeda is actually going to be moving in with us in the near future, so we're gonna have a new roommate. We're kind of excited for that, but also, we're probably gonna have to clear some room in the near future. So we're trying to work out the specifics of where exactly Andromeda will fit in. But I mean, like it or not, that's what's coming. All right, that's what's heading our way. So as far as an ETA, it depends on traffic, depends on the lights, the time of day, how rush hour goes, and all that. So it's really, I mean, we'll be keeping in touch via radio, Andromeda and I, um, because obviously me being in the tallest structure in all of known existence, which is a well-known fact, of course, is it's very conducive. Here we go again with that conducting verbiage. Don't think I forgot about that from our very first debut episode. You may have forgotten about it because you have the mind of an elephant, but I have not forgot about it because I have the mind of... I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, me being in the tallest structure in all known existence, um, I have been selected by both the Wizard of Life and the Guardian of the Gateway. Basically, the one who works the toll booth at the entrance to our galaxy. Checking passports and collecting the tolls and all that. Um, you know, has personally selected me to fill the shoes of that position. And so naturally, before jumping for joy at the offer, I had to inquire, can I see the shoes first? So, he was a little bit reluctant, a little bit hesitant, and that kind of, you know, made me feel a little bit uneasy. He was like, what do you need to see the shoes for? I'm like, well, you show me the shoes first. And he's like, come on, you signed the contract. Like, what's the big deal? I'm like, where are the shoes? Uh, I'll have them tomorrow. Why? Why don't you have them now? Because I let my friend borrow them. Okay, well, where's your friend? I'm gonna have to see your friend first. Come on, please. Let's not do that. Can we not do this? Look, if you're gonna have the shoes tomorrow, then I'll get back to you tomorrow. No, I need an answer now, though. I need you to fill these shoes. I need you to fill them as much as possible. Okay, look, we didn't even discuss what I'm gonna be filling them with, but we're gonna get to that later. I need to see the shoes first. What can you fill them with? I need to see the shoes. What can you fill the shoes with? It depends on the shoe. How so? Every shoe's different. Come on. Is it a left shoe, right shoe? What if it's a pair? Two lefts, two rights. I never said two. You said a pair. Yeah, and you assumed I meant two. You know what? Get out of my office. Oh, you don't want me to fill the shoes? No, you know what? I don't want someone to fill the shoes if you're gonna go ahead and make assumptions like that. I never said it was two. It's a pair. No, I meant the fruit. Okay, now we're getting like the brand. Yeah. You know how Apple does electronics on that one planet? Uh-huh. Yeah. Pair. It's the shoes from the other planet. Oh, the other one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now I get it. Yeah, see? So don't assume. Alright, so you still want me to leave? No, what I need you to do is fill the shoes. I think we've discussed this already. We've discussed this matter quite thoroughly enough that I believe it would be to the satisfaction of a jury, beyond a reasonable doubt, that these shoes do in fact need to be filled by none other than yourself. Okay, what do you want me to fill them with? What can you fill them with? I need to see the shoes first. I don't have them right now. When will you have them? Tomorrow. What time tomorrow? Uh, what time you got? I got a 7 o'clock tomorrow. Cool. I'll be there. Where's it at? It's over at Stuvian 5. Stuvian 5, east side or west side? West side. Oof. What? Like, can I just wait for you on the east side afterwards? What? Well, what's wrong? You don't want to go to the west side? I mean, do I have to? You gonna make me say it? Say what? Come on, please don't do this to me. When was the last time you were at Stuvian 5? That's not the point. Please don't make me answer that. When were you at Stuvian 5? Okay, I didn't want to have to admit this. I was there last week. Oh, hey, don't do that. Don't make that noise. I was there last week with a couple of friends. And well, it wasn't fun. I'll tell you that. I'm never going back. You can't make me go back to the west side of Stuvian 5. Oh, come on. What happened? It couldn't have been that bad. Oh, it was. It was bad. Why do you think I need these shoes filled? What? So you're telling me that while you were at Stuvian 5... What? Please, I really don't want to talk about it. No, hey. If you want me to fill these shoes, you're gonna need to let me finish the story, okay? So you're telling me you and a couple of buddies went to Studian 5 West Side, and can you please not and now you need some shoes filled. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, yeah. To put it shortly, that's the two main points right there. That's the point A and point B of the story, the beginning and the end, if you will. We don't I know, we don't use those concepts in this region. I understand that. It's just figuratively speaking. Yeah. Figuratively speaking of which, why don't we ring up our old pal Figurative Frank? Come on now. You know that's not how this works. Figurative Frank needs to call it you. You can't call Figurative Frank. I can call whoever I want. Because I am wearing the shoes. Well, when did you put those on? When you weren't looking. Remember when you went to use the bathroom halfway through your story? Yeah, that's when I grabbed the shoes and put them on. Get out of my office. Yeah, it's fine. I'd love to. I got what I came here for, the shoes. But you know what? Now you're never going to find anyone to fill these. No, impossible. Those can't be the same shoes. Yeah, you know how you said you were letting a friend borrow them? I was your friend this whole time. And then he woke up. That's pretty much what happened. The only real thing that I got out of that whole interaction, not the shoes obviously, because since it was all a dream, it was fake. The shoes weren't actually real, so they didn't materialize upon my awakening. So the only thing that I really got out of that was the thought of, wow, I really need to talk to Figurative Frank. And it's funny because just as I was thinking that, the phone rang, and guess who it was? Figurative Frank. Anyway, so not that you asked or anything, but the phone call went a little something like this. Yo, what up? It's your boy Figurative Frank here. Hey, Figurative Frank, how's it going? You already know what it is. Alright, that we do. So yeah, what's up? I'm just chilling, you know? Just, just wanted to see what's going on in, your neck of the woods, your little podcast. Hey, I told you not to use that word. Oh, excuse me. Why is that so offensive? That should be a compliment. To call your sad excuse for a show a podcast. You been drinking tonight? Look, don't try to deflect this on me. All right, your little show you do with your friends, you little sad little eels that watch. Hey, come on, it's more than just you. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the jellyfish too. Hey, come on, don't be like that. Come on, you know the humans aren't into this stuff. You've seen the numbers. How many of them watch? 10, 20? How many of them are there? Come on, come on. I know you can do better. I know I've seen you do better. What has your life become? What led you to this? You're a washed up, decayed, sad excuse for a cosmic being. Wow, geez, Figurative Frank, you're usually pretty mean to me, but that just takes the cake. Hey, it's all just tough love. I love you. I always have. I'm honestly, if I'm just gonna level with you right here and now, I'm jealous of you. I wish I had the same the same kind of show that you do. Really, it's like everything you do. It's just I can't. I can't even describe it. It's just like it's like a feeling more than anything. Really, it's not even words at this point. It just there's just something about it. Like you just gotta listen. I wish you would listen. Like just every time every time I bring this up to you, you just ignore it. You're just like you just go back to your microphone, and most of the time it's not even on. That's why it's so long between transmissions that they receive your viewing area. Your microphone's not even on most of the time, and part of me thinks that you know that. You're aware of that fact, and yet you continue to go on recording anyway because it brings you some kind of internal satisfaction with yourself, helps you get better quality of sleep at night. Now for only 5 easy payments of $19.95, if you call in the next 10 minutes, like it just makes me wonder what was going through your mind that night. So this is what it comes back to, huh? I'm sorry, I just can't let it go. I have to know. What made you do it? I I don't want to talk about this, Frank. No, look, you want me to hang up? You can do whatever you want. Yeah, but do you want me to hang up? Come on, please don't make me answer that. If you don't want me to hang up, then you gotta tell me. You gotta spill the beans. Empty that entire bag. Oh, excuse me, they make them in cans now. Empty that entire can. All right, and not just any beans. I want the brown beans. The ones like they got the syrup already in them. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the brown sugar, like the brown sugar cinnamon sauce syrup that they're in. They're in this metal can, and it's like 6 servings. But I mean, you know, you're gonna eat at least half a can, so that's 3 servings, which is like, 2 days worth of sodium, and it's got like double as much sugar as it does protein, but they still brag about how high it is in protein without mentioning anything about the sugar. And like, it's in like their beans, and they taste pretty good. I mean, you can taste the brown sugar in every bite, so it's pretty much so that's why I want you to just bust that can wide open. I want you to eat, I'll even take you to the can opener. I'll take you to the intergalactic can opener. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's really far away. Yeah, it is, but you know what? You're worth it. That's how much you mean to me. I would do that for you. I would travel across the galaxy because it's my job. You're never going to believe this, folks. I woke up again right after he said that. This phone call never actually happened. Now, unless, of course, you're one of the people that believe that things that happen in dreams are just occurring simultaneously in another dimension or frequency plane, and that in a dream state, your mind is simply traveling to that location and that level of existence and just leaving the physical realm that you've been used to since you can remember, and traveling to this strange new land where these things are taking place, and just trying to process it and take it all in. There is a considerable portion of entities that choose to believe that theory. Um, but until it becomes a law, once the commission, the board, and the chalkboard, and the wood board, and the skateboard, and the washboard, and the I'm board, and the ironing board, and the irony board, and the I don't need board, and the Irene board, and the Eileen board, and the lean board, and the feed board, and the lead board, and until all the boards band together to form a singular coherent narrative and arrive upon a unanimous decision, if and only if symbolized by an arrow. Let me think about this. If and only if. That's an arrow to, oh jeez, I knew this stuff right up until recently. I learned about this. So you got like the proper set, right? You follow me? Well, stop following me because it's just anyway. So you got this. You got the subset. You got this. You got the royal subset. And the symbol that is indicative of, well, hold on a second. You got the proper subset, the subsidizing. So we got the arrow like there. I know there's if, then, like if A, then B, if and only if A, then B. If A, then not B. What's this? What's the symbol for that? Does anybody know? I'm sure somebody out there knows. Um, if when A, then not B. I don't know. I'm just as confused as you are, really. But anyway, whatever that symbol is, once it is, I was gonna say etched, but I know that's not the word. Um, Once it's conducted, there we go. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. Hey, just a little pro tip out there on that note. If ever you're struggling to find a word, like if you're in a conversation with someone and you're like, it's what's the word? And you like, if it takes you longer than like a little bit, then just say conducted or some variation of, whatever is most appropriate. Conduct, conductor, conducting, conducted, conducts, conduct, conduct, conducts, conduct, quack, can duck, quack, does duck, quack, will duck, quack, how duck, quack, how duck, quack, better, how duck, quack, right, how to quack, taste, how to quack, work. Yeah, basically any of those, just they'll fit right in seamlessly into any sentence that you put that in. Trust me on this, all right? I've been teaching this stuff for longer than you've been alive. So, I know all about this. This is right up my alley. And my alley's on the west side, just so you know. So, that's right. I said it. I meant it. I lived it. I am it. So, you know, if you, let me explain something. Let me lay something down for you. All right. When you, and only when, if, when, if, then, how, can, when, if, who, is not, if, can, then, when. Shoes, how, if, can, fill, who, fill, when, shoes, you. How, can, if, not, only, not, is, where. I rest my case. Alright, yeah. Let's give it up for that breathtaking, awe-inspiring performance by our latest up-and-coming poet. And honestly, I'm really excited for you because I know that is going to take off. That was just such a brilliant story that you've shared with us all, and I know it was so personal. So I really respect you for being able to find it within yourself to tell that in such a public forum, such a public venue, that you were able to bring yourself to share such personally meaningful and significant things with an audience such as us. I just feel honored to have been there, to have witnessed it, and just heard it for myself, because that was just, I mean, I can honestly say without the slightest hint of exaggeration that my life will never be the same again. And I know my life will never be the same again, because my mind will never be the same again. And the mind is really in control of the life. And my mind will never be the same because now it has a new memory, and that memory cannot coexist with its current other inhabitants that it's sharing the unit with. So much like Andromeda, room must be cleared to house this new memory. And in order for that task to be successfully completed, then, A must be destroyed to make room for B. So the time of A is over. The time is past. It is now behind us. And when I say us, I mean all of us, because we're all in this together. This is an intergalactic community that I'm tapping into here. With every word, with every note, with every beat, with every fiber, with every protein, with every metal, with every solid, with every liquid, with every lapid, you know, with every cheese, with every, I don't know why I said that actually. There's not even cheese in this whole room that I'm in. I don't know, why did I say cheese? I don't know, it's certainly not a visual stimuli. I mean, you don't know what I'm looking at. I'm certainly not going to tell you what I'm looking at, but I'll tell you what I'm not looking at, or one thing I'm not looking at, and that's cheese. I haven't looked at cheese in, geez, how many days streak am I on now? I'm gonna say 2. I'm on like a 2-day streak of not even looking at cheese. I don't even think about cheese very much anymore. I mean, I used to think about cheese like just constantly, like all the time. It would be a distraction. I'd be talking to someone, or I'd be like trying to do something, and then all of a sudden, the cheese thoughts start to invade. And it just seemed at the time like there was nothing I can do about it. Like there was no alternative way to live. That's just all life meant to me. And it really took a while, for me to, build the strength internally and mentally to be able to face this, and go, seek alternative solutions, and be, open-minded enough to be ready to let go. And I mean, I had a lot to let go of. We got, like, don't even get me started. I mean, there were just too many. There was pepper jack, provolone, Swiss, oh man, like cheddar, American, Morpheus, walruses, it was like Colby Jack. We all knew Colby, he was a friend. Colby Jack, uh, Benihana Jack. Oh man, that was Swiss, provolone, Gouda. Nope. There's just too many. Too many cheeses have come and gone. I think really the time of cheese is behind us, which is why I no longer think about such things as that. And with all that being said, I think it is safe to assume that either you've fallen asleep, if that was both your intention and the outcome, or you have not fallen asleep if that was your intention but not the outcome, or not your intention but the outcome, or not your intention and also not the outcome. So in any of those 6 scenarios, cheese is not involved in them. So, and I think the world is a much better place for that. So, please, until next time, there will be a next time. Just know that. All right. So, um, I'm going to stop the recording now. And when I do